friends, it's Mary from Rocky Mountain Gardens and welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to be sharing with you some painting that I've been doing in my yard to sort of bring it up to a more colorful look, which I've been wanting to do, and I'm really excited to share with you these things that I have added to my garden. So we're going to get started looking at how I completed these jobs, and you can see I'm ready for a barbecue here. I'm going to my bunco group tonight and the theme is summer barbecue. So I have on my gingham top for that. And anyway, so let's get started with the painting and all the projects that I mentioned. My first project for updating the colors in my garden is to paint these shutters on my shed. Now, right now, as you can see, they are a light blue color, and it has faded a bit since I had this shed done. So I am actually going to be using, let's just scoot down here to this paint can. This is the same French blue that I used a while back to paint my step ladder. You might remember that if you saw that video. And I'm going to brighten up these shutters with this very pretty blue color that I have fallen in love with. Well, I have this piece that I've had hanging on my shed, and I had spray painted it this light gray color, but I decided to spruce it up and make it more colorful like I'm doing with other parts of my shed. I'm using this purple kind of vivid color that is going to really make it stand out against the dark greenish blue of my shed. In the future, guys, I'm going to be doing some painting of my garden gates, and so I've been collecting some acrylic paints to work on that project with, and I will share it with you a little bit later as fall arrives here in Colorado. Fall is usually a drier season here and a great time for painting with a little bit cooler temperatures. So I'll show you this Gothic piece hanging on my shed in final pictures for this video. Here's a photo of the door of my shed when I first got it. And it's a very wide door, and it looks very blank and boring with this big white blob of boring color. So what I did first off was painting it, as you can see in the second photo, this sort of bright turquoise color, and I liked it. I also added hinges to the right side of the door, but it still looked very plain and just not my taste at all. So I really felt the need to add more interest to this door. First off, I went to Lowe's and bought these inexpensive slats to add to my door. So I got out my jigsaw and decided to go ahead and cut them, all the pieces that I would need to add some interest, like I mentioned. My Uncle Jack bought this jigsaw for me a few years ago when he was here visiting, and it sure has come in handy. I really think of him every time I use it. He has since passed away, but he was a great handyman. My next step is to pre-drill holes for the screws that I'm going to be using to attach these slats to my door. And I'm really hoping it's going to take away that overly wide appearance. Now we've moved outdoors to begin to attach these slats to my door. And oh my goodness, I tell you, I really think it added some great amount of interest to this formerly ugly door. So here I am just screwing in screws to attach it, quickly getting each step done. And guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join me here at Rocky Mountain Gardens. And you know, I post videos usually about every 2 weeks, and my next video will actually be another tour of my garden. It's going to be the August tour, and I'll be sharing with you what exactly is blooming at the end of the summer in my garden, and I hope you'll join me and enjoy that tour. So I've just about finished adding all of the pieces, and next we'll take a look at the project so far. I am hoping that by adding these wooden slats that my door is taking on a little bit of a farmhouse look and very rustic. So that's what I'm going for, nothing very, very elegant. I've begun to give my entire door a coat of this French blue paint that I also used on my shutters. And you can see I've also taped off the window panes in the center of the door to protect the glass, of course. And this is a slow process because there are so many details to this door now that I have to be careful working with as I paint. In order to give my door a more rustic appearance, I'm using this dark navy blue acrylic paint to add some streaks, which will hopefully show that, you know, it has another layer of paint underneath and it is showing through like it would on an old barn door that had been painted several times. I think it'll help with the effect I'm trying to give for my whole project. I decided to stencil some different blooms on the bottom of my door here, and you can see I already have a yellow one done. And this pack came with quite a series, I think about 15 or so different floral stencils that you can use for any design that you might have. I actually bought them on Amazon, and they came very quickly and they worked really well. They're nice thick plastic material, so you can reuse them. So here I am just going ahead getting the second of my flowers taken care of, and with a bright pink cheerful color. So, my dear friends, I hope you enjoyed this exterior makeover of my garden shed in the new colors that I picked. I hope you'll come back again for more here at my channel, and wishing you all a lovely and very blessed rest of your weekend. So, until the next time, see you for my last garden tour of the season very soon. And take care. Love to all.